Hello, my fram. I love you, and it has been far too long since I gave a parenting update on all my kids, not just one issue or one child. I have so much to fill you in on, but I just want to start off by talking about all my kids in general. They're amazing. They are happy. And kids, it doesn't take much to please them. Don't dad shame me. And you know what? My kids are healthy. And I don't just treat them healthy at home. I also educate them on what being healthy means. When we were in Palm Springs, I took them to McDonald's. Last weekend, I took them to McDonald's. This weekend, I may take them to McDonald's too. And you know what's great about that? That could be a family outing for the day. Just getting out of the house, going to McDonald's, getting their Happy Meal, which they always get, and getting the Chicken McNuggets, which they love. And this is not an ad, by the way, but you don't need a fancy vacation. You don't need even to go to the movies, which in Los Angeles is really expensive. Going to the movies in LA, unless you go really far away, it's like $15 a ticket. And then you have to pay for parking, and then you have to pay for concessions. It adds up. But my kids are happy, and we're enjoying summer. And my son, thank you for all of the love and concern. This week, he has off. And he's just recuperating, chillaxing. Got to use that word more often. And then this coming week, he will start summer camp, but not doing anything strenuous or crazy the first week. I had signed him up for sports camp, but I switched that. And the first week, he's just doing math class in the morning and then extended care in the afternoon. And then the week after, he'll get into the sports camp in the afternoon. But he's almost like, I think he is fully normal. Next week, we're going to the doctor for a follow-up, and he'll give me the A-OK, everything is fully fine. But my son is so normal that last night, we got into a huge fight over the most ridiculous thing. My son was telling me about this app called Granny's House. Any parents out there, do you know what Granny's House is? I searched the App Store. I did a search on Google. I couldn't find anything called Granny's House. There is no Granny's House. And I was telling my son, that's not real. It doesn't exist. And then he said it does. It is. And then he just had a meltdown and started crying. It's real. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to tell you it's real when it's not real. I don't see anything called Granny's House. What is Granny's House? Does anybody know? Like, I thought it might have been a movie, but there's not even a movie called Granny's House. What I have deduced is there still is, because, even though the school year is over, my son's classmates, they're all going to get back together in the fall. One of my son's classmates has an older brother who's, I believe, 12. And that older brother is into 12-year-old boy stuff, not 6-year-old boy stuff. So my son, one of the reasons I thought it might have been a movie that they were talking about, but he was swearing up and down that Granny's House was an app. My son said, Dad, I want to see Chucky. I'm like, Chucky? What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I want to see Chucky. It's a scary movie. And I'm like, is it Chucky that you're talking about? He's like, oh yeah, Chucky. And also, do any of you... like, the things that are pouring into his mind. He did a drawing the other day, and it was of a monster or a guy, I don't know. But he was blue, like a blue man, so he didn't seem scary. But then he wrote the guy's name. You know what this guy's, or monsters or whatever, his name is? Kill 'em off. Kill 'em off. Is kill him off a thing? I didn't even bother doing a Google search on that. Fascinating. And my son, if you saw that video that I posted this past weekend of me going through his artwork, you know, I don't just look at what my son did and don't just talk to the teachers. I talk to him about it too. And he really, really, really loves drawing. And he told me this himself. You know what my son said he wanted to be or do in the future? He said he wants to be a Pokemon artist. I mean, Pokemon may not even be around in 20 years, or 15 years or whatever. But maybe he'll be an animator for Pixar or an illustrator for Marvel or DC or a graphic designer or something like that, because he really is gifted in a way that I never was. I was real sloppy and always drawing outside the lines, literally and figuratively. My son isn't that way. My son is very by the book, inside the lines, and doing it all exceptionally well. So that's everything with him. As far as Mia, we've had some highs and we've had some lows and we've had some developmental milestones. The lows, Mia keeps showing her butt to everybody because she got it in her brain that she thought that was funny. And I've repeatedly told her that's not funny and it's very inappropriate. Not only can you not show your butt, but also nobody can show you theirs. Nobody can touch you or your butt. And thankfully, that only lasted for about a week and that stopped. But the new thing that she's doing is actually a positive thing. We've had a breakthrough. Mia has stopped, for the most part, she stopped doing pee-pee in her pamper. And she's been getting up in the middle of the night to go use the potty on her own. I'm so proud. Because if y'all remember, I gave up. I gave up potty training because it was not working. So she's done this on her own and when she was ready. And I love it. And the latest thing that she keeps harassing me about, she has this classmate. I don't want to put him on blast. But she, at 4 years old, keeps saying, Dad, let me give him a nickname. Let's say he's named Siegfried, right? From Siegfried and Roy. Siegfried is her classmate. Mia keeps telling me, Daddy, I want to marry Siegfried. Can I marry Siegfried? Siegfried said he wants to marry me. Daddy, can I marry him? I want to marry him. I said, maybe. I don't know. You're too young to get married now. But we've hit that milestone. And she's a doll and an angel progressing in her swim class. Very proud of her. Thankfully, her school goes all the way through the end of July. I lucked out with that school, you know, because it's not even that expensive. I'm money conscious, as we should be. It's not that expensive, and I don't have to worry about finding summer camp for her. My son, I got summer camp at his school, but that's only for 4 weeks. And then I was doing more research, and oh my God, summer camps in Los Angeles are insane. I did so much research. Do you want to know the average cost of sending a child to summer camp in Los Angeles? $100 a day per child. That's the average cost. There were some that were $140, $120. The cheapest one I was able to find was $80 a day per child. So the entire month of August, they both have off, and we're just going to be having parties every day at the house. Going into the pool every day. It'll be nice and warm then. It has to be, because I'm not turning the heater on, because that'll be real expensive. I used to be cheap. I am even cheaper now, but I feel really good about it. I know that I'm going to be set and good in 10 years' time and not regretting awful decisions I made for a really long time. Anyways, as far as Maite Amor, our beloved baby Maite isn't a baby anymore. She is officially done and out of the baby playpen. We're not using it anymore because she kept going out of it. And she's really happy and fully having conversations, answering back and forth, complying for the most part. Her personality is developing. She's a very sensitive 1.5-year-old. If you even look at her the wrong way, she could start crying. But she continues to eat more and more, is growing like a weed, and is a happy baby. And I'm a happy dad. And I'm also so happy because I have such a beautiful community in you, my fam. And because I love you, I want to end things today with this.
Santo ángel de mi guarda, mi dulce compañía, no me desampares ni de noche ni de día. Con Dios me acuesto, con Dios me levanto, con la gracia y favor del Espíritu Santo.
I love you. I send you grace, inspiration, gratitude, peace of mind, and fun. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, if you found it funny, entertaining, inspirational, educational, whatever, please hit the like button, leave a comment, follow, subscribe, share, turn on your notifications too. Thank you to everybody for chatting with me during the live premiere and for being your awesome self. I love you. Mwah!